this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the ThunderBirds of Oklahoma City taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for visiting Oklahoma City, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
He had the numbers of a game last week, and if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
McKinnon here, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 3rd down, Sampson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Broncos coming out now. looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. The plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Next to the air. Bryant has it. So it's stopped for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
To throw, here's Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Bryce Behringer in punt formation.
They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The ThunderBirds offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get into the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pass caught by Fannin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
An inside run with Judkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but now before picking up 8. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second and 2. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That one to the sideline with a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Able to get away. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This one is complete to Jenkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Jenkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to stretch out their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
The point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He completes this to 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He's definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Let's go.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Oklahoma City, first down. A gain of 15. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the ThunderBirds add 6 to their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. The second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give, Dalvin's trying the right side. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of of scrimmage, but that's all.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
Down the left sideline.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nix from the shotgun.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's across midfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
They'll give it to Jenkins. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking now, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. His kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A heck of a move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now it's Nix.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Nix once more. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood.
This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh.
Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Isaac TeSlaa. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. It's a catch and run of 86 yards. Touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Baker Mayfield hooking up with Jalen McMillan.
Oh, my God.
16 yards on the touchdown pass. the Bucs get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yeah, showed up getting crossed up.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Nix to the air. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start putting even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
And he's got it across midfield and in the Denver territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And an Oklahoma City first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Nix going to keep this himself.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
And now they're in the hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
play action. They'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll drop to throw.
Quick slant complete to Njoku.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter.
Touchdown! Crenshaw Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Thunderbirds have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The offense will line up for a 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
The 45-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing Nix. Complete to Bryant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
He's on his fucking hip. Like, come on.
Right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fumble.
Only muster a yard here to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
That's all right. Wait.
This will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we've seen him. He has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first
What?
down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
They didn't give no time to call a play. Like,
it's tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix.
Give me that.
Is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A give. Here's Jenkins. It's a little bit over. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Once again, Jenkins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And it brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
and the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Nix. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Dobbins with it.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now.
And they take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friend.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Dak Prescott. He's going to scramble for this one and take it in. 4 yards away, touchdown. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this is the quarterback for the visitors. It's a touchdown pass from 2 yards out. The ThunderBirds are back to within a game of 500. They move to 5-6 with the win. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens always tough on defense, and this play no different here. They force the air and throw. It's picked off, and they've got room. They've got blockers, and no one's going to get him. Touchdown. The Ravens accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. I'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday Night Primetime between the visiting team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the away sideline, we're going to look at the ThunderBirds head coach. These guys playing good football the last month plus. They are 4-2 in their last 6. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His side chosen to host our final Thanksgiving game this season. Kate Scott and Brock Ewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And Thursday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. And this is going to a stop up at 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to go deep again. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. A very quick start here on Thursday Night Primetime. These guys not phased at all by this spotlight. In fact, Brock, dare I say they might be playing even better on this bigger stage.
Well, that was very, very well executed. And what you find, Kate, in these short weeks, the plans are simpler. You don't have as much time to put as much volume into your play sheet. So it's just that team that executes the little things better often ends up on top.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And that is a touchdown. The Thunderbirds cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the ThunderBirds respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work on the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Writing paragraphs and
Johnson gets it on the 1st and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that.
All that time in the world, play 2K, you got to bounce first.
Last run got a 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bro.
On the draw, this is Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Now toss it to Johnson. Shoves one away. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Completed to his running back. He's out of bounds, but this one's not going to stay there. That flag is going to give him half the distance to the goal on top of it.
Come on, man. Dumbest call ever. Like, who
Always a
touched
point of
the ball?
emphasis,
Been
right?
out.
Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time.
He audible.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Hits his running back. Looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best.
Tagovailoa's hits. The ball is out.
Fumble, get it.
Covered by the defense.
Thank you.
And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So holding on the offense, Brock, and a quick declination from the defense, that turnover will stand. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another one for Judkins. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're going to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He dodged the tackle. Delivers another move. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. The Steelers with some very good field position. They get set, 1st and 10. Get to Johnson to start this drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. From the gun, Johnson. Bounced by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
They're right here.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's already just a low yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Tua off the play fake. Complete left side. It's just long. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them. In every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB,
going with the screen to Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Thunderbirds and their running back about to get back to work. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connecting on the slant. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing off the play fake. He sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on 4th. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. He's dropping back to throw. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. right. They made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Throwing from the gun. Throw is caught by the back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Junkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy, and now they're staring at 4th and long. Good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steelers are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And all we can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10. We need something positive here. On the gun, Tagovailoa. Ooh, puts him here under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 25. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body and try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Right, ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Again to throw on 2nd. Dumping this one off to Judkins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Hits his running back. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking to the air here. As the hook up again to Njoku. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They'll get 18 yards there. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Here's the final play of our first half. Now an inside give to Johnson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our trip around the NFL starts now in one of the toughest divisions in football, the NFC East. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. With that, let's take a look at what's coming up later tonight and tomorrow and over the remainder of this Thanksgiving weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The ThunderBirds back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense. Utilized week in, week out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's shot kicks to begin the drive. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll give them a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
At the 48-yard line.
play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. First down, play action. He rolls to his right. Now we'll try one deep down the... It connects on the deep shot. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Working inside the red zone. Jenkins on the drop down. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He's going to throw this one. Completed to his running back. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Work against the blitz. Throw left side, Collins Fanning. He has the touchdown! The Thunderbirds cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for two.
Offense will line up for a two-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
This is ahead for about 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, here's Tua. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on a quick hitter. We'll have the first down and even more. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That gives us a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Johnson up the middle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Tua. He's got it near the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Thunderbirds headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down pass play coming. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive.
Let's go now.
They'll run here following the penalty. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
That's another Oklahoma City first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has it downfield working the left. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Back now, pressure coming. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
City first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Judkins. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The ThunderBirds make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
Touchdown, OKC.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
28, ThunderBirds 25.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. An offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Tucker by Lowe to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Going with the screen to Johnson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. Out of the gun. Tunga by Law. That's complete to Reagan left. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Again, it's Tunga by Law.
Oh my God.
Rose caught. Keeps it
What the fuck?
There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Myers to add the PAT.
Are you kidding me, bro?
The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The ThunderBirds returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. throw here to begin the drive. Buys time, rolling right.
Damn, nobody open. Oh my God, man. What kind of defense they playing?
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
No way in hell, bro. I had everybody on clamp, bro. That was crazy.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him, so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
To throw here on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Crazy, bro. How are y'all throwing 6?
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play, that's him 17 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Bails out of the pocket quick. It is caught left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Wow, come on, man. What you throwing it to, Shaq?
It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronco. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Down from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Thought they turn it over on downs.
Wow.
Field position
Come
as the
on,
Steelers come
bro.
up to it. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. But I believe a Steeler was first.
Get the ball.
Recovery and keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Thunderbirds ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback.
Really,
and he has continued to own this
bro.
defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Force that to his right. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A throw here on 1st.
Damn, he on block? My goodness. Burn right through y'all.
Closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he
Yeah, no
senses
fucking
pressure,
time.
he's
Routes
getting rid of the ball.
develop.
It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Damn.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. He brings it in. He's still going at the 30. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 26, and that'll give him a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, ThunderBirds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver. Nightmare for these defenses.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Well, that touchdown, Brock, certainly has to make them reevaluate some things now. With this small of a lead and all 3 timeouts remaining on that other sideline, what are you thinking? Work the clock, or do you get aggressive for a score?
Honestly, Kate, we think through these game management situations, but as a player, you are just living in the present. Execute every play to the best of your possibilities, and you know offensively, this game right now is in your hands.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Tagovailoa. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
They're right here. 18. Out with that.
He's back to throw. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, Jenkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up the big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. Jenkins on the drop down. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up. Now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. The Steelers offense headed out. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. This is Reed working the right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. On the left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're out at the 31. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Going with Johnson here. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. Left with just a touch longer to close this one out. An entire stadium of pressure now on Jason Myers. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. Left with just a touch longer to close this one out. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And before we step away, Brock, you and I were talking about this last night at dinner, and I just want everyone to... And to win this game, how is it viewed and valued by the guys out there?
It really is different. I mean, it feels like a primetime game, but you know, especially if you love football, you've watched this game